Well, Republicans might not like the fact that the president has been impeached, but they're raising money hand over fist in the process. The Republican National Committee touting a fundraising record of sorts, bringing in over $20 million alone last month. To Access reporter Elena Treen on what's behind all of that. I guess they all rallied around this and financially showed it, huh?
Yes, that's exactly right, Neil. And I actually spoke with different folks at the DNC and different Democratic groups in the lead up to this week as well, just to see to compare and contrast really the fundraising numbers. And from my conversations with both sides, it appeared that Republicans are having a much easier time at least talking about their fundraising numbers. The RNC, clearly, they broke a record this month with fundraising. And I spoke with their team earlier this week, and they said that they had 600,000 new donors since the start of impeachment. So they're really pouring in a ton of money thanks to this impeachment messaging. While on the Democratic side, I spoke with some folks, and they said last week in the thick of this impeachment fight, rather than having their battleground team send out all of this ammo really on impeachment, they instead were focusing their efforts on health care and what they think would do better among those swing state voters.
But there must be something to it when, Democrats have worked very, very hard to show that they can do other things besides impeachment. They're talking up their legislative agenda, how much they've gotten done, the USMCA thing, the push to avoid a government shutdown by sending a package of reforms and setups to the Senate. I could go on and on, but to illustrate the point, we can do this but not be so obsessed about it we look like we're, just myopic about it. How is that, working for them?
So a very famous line that a lot of members on the Hill like to use is we can walk and chew gum at the same time. And I've heard several members, especially those Democrats in some of the more moderate districts, those Trump won districts, they've been using that line a lot these past few weeks. And they have, to some extent, that's what we're going to see later today. The USMCA bill is expected to pass in the House later this afternoon, any moment now, actually. And they have been able to pass some of those 2020 spending deals also in the House. So they're going into this recess next week with some of these legislative wins that go beyond impeachment, and that is helping them. A lot of moderate members said we need a vote on USMCA and some of these other more substantial at least from a policy standpoint, votes that they can use next week when they're home with their members in their districts.
All right, we'll watch it. Elena, always good having you on to explain this stuff. Appreciate Elena Treen.